Hey, hey. Welcome everybody to Miss Glow's Kitchen, where there's sugar, spice, and everything nice, where we slice, dice, and entice, using everything we can, from peppers to allspice. What's up, my people? Y'all know what time it is? See y'all in the kitchen. Y'all, I got a good one. I have a grilled chicken sandwich with a lime jalapeno slaw and a honey mustard dressing. Whew! Alright, so I already have the coleslaw mix in the bowl. So I bought that in a bag at the grocery store. Alright, so these cucumbers, we're going to cut them like matchsticks. So we're going to cut them in circles. And then we'll cut them across. So that's an English cucumber. I use like a third of that English cucumber. So that's the one that's seedless. But you can use any kind of cucumbers. Doesn't matter. Alright, and you don't have to chop it up in matchsticks either. You can use... you can chop it or dice it. You can use cubes if you want to. Little. You know what I'm saying. You can do that. Alright. So get to the apple. I'm sorry. Get to the onion. Same thing. Alright. So that's a white onion. A sweet onion. So if you want to use red, yellow, you can use any color you want. It doesn't matter. Because no, it won't affect the flavor. You'll find this slaw is versatile, but it's very good. Alright. So I'm going to cut a couple slices off there, and then you're going to see me chop, go through it really quickly. So it depends on how much or how little you like onions. You can mince these if you want to, or you can chop them into larger pieces. Like I said, it's a really versatile recipe. Alright, if you haven't hit that like button, please do so now. Hit that subscribe, hit that share, and hit that bell for notifications so you'll be one of the first ones to know when I put a new video up. Alright, so we'll keep going. And so you will eyeball with this slaw too how much of the onion you want to put in there. So it depends on if you're an onion lover a lot. You can put more or less. You're good for that. Alright, so it'll be good for that for sure. Alright, so make sure with your cilantro that you shake it really well in the sink. Sometimes there's sand left in it. And dry it with a paper towel. So you can see I took a fistful of it here. I don't have a measurement for it. I just took a tight fist of it and put it on there and chopped it up. So once again, with cilantro, depends on how much you like it. So you'll either chop it fine or you'll chop it in bigger pieces, alright? The jalapeno, you want to make sure you chop the jalapeno up. Don't touch your eyes. I didn't use gloves with these. I didn't feel I needed to, but if you're a newbie in the kitchen and you need to, do so. Don't feel bad about doing that, because you don't want to touch your eye or your mouth or something later and just burn the heck out of yourself. So, alright. So we're just going to chop these jalapenos up as fine as I can get them. Alright, we'll move on with our mixture. Alright, so you put some lime juice in here. You can't put too much, so don't worry about it. Salt and pepper. And you will mix this well, and you will put this in the fridge until your chicken is ready. Alright, so I marinated these chicken breasts in a lemon pepper marinade by Lawry. So I found it in the grocery store. So that gave it another element of flavor. It gave the sandwich even more flavor. But if you just want to use seasoned salt, onion powder, garlic powder, maybe some oregano, there's plenty of herbs and spices you can use to make your chicken breast taste good. Okay? So there's other seasonings. You don't necessarily have to use exactly what I use. So these marinate overnight. I'm going to put them on here so you can see I have some whole chicken breasts and I have some slices here. But I'm going to use one of the whole chicken breasts for the sandwich. So I'm going to watch. You do want to watch your chicken on the grill. Alright, and if you don't know how to grill, I have another video teaching you how to light a grill and just teaching you how to cook on a grill. So I'm not going to go into all of that. I do have this right now on direct heat. So you want to watch it because you want to make sure your chicken breast does not burn. But the other thing is you don't want to move your chicken breast over to indirect heat and leave them there because they will dry out. So if you want your chicken breast to be even the slightest amount juicy, then don't leave it, just leave it in the grill cooking, because that's exactly what's going to happen. Alright, so we'll be right back. Alright, so after about 5 or 7 minutes, you're going to flip it on the other side. So after I've flipped it on the other side now, I'm coming back. So I'm going to open this and you'll see, because this will be my second time coming out. The first time I came back and flipped them over. Now I'm coming back to take the thinner slices off and move the chicken breast around. I'll check the fire out on the grill, because sometimes you have hot spots and then there are other times you don't. So I'm going to make sure that my chicken is not on a hot spot burning up. Now here I just wanted to make sure these slices were actually done. So I broke it and ate it. You can do a lot with these slices, but you can also slice your chicken breast after you cut them. So I just happen to have some slices and then these chicken breasts. So you want to make sure you're watching everything. Check, check, and check again. You have to. Alright, so I'm taking those off. Those are ready. And anything I think is not ready, because you see my coals are gray. So that one, that piece of chicken, I decided to put that one back on. Alright, so we're going to let this cook. Here's hoping my fire doesn't flare up. Alright, so, and that's why I have the lid open too. Because the grill was kind of like not cooking like I wanted it to cook. So I knew if I opened the lid and I gave it some air, that it would, those coals would heat up once again, and then it would make this side of the grill as hot as I needed it to be. Because I do need it to be hot. Alright, so that's what I'm waiting for. So it's a little hot right there where I have that slice, so that's why I'm patting it down. I'm just trying to make sure. And plus I wanted a little color on it too. That's me when I'm cooking. I just like a little color on my meat. I don't like for it to be so light. Alright. And so naturally we know these breasts are thicker, so they will. If you have something where you can take the temperature, then you do want to stick your prong in there, or your probe, and make sure that it's within the temperature that chicken should be safely eaten, because you have to be really careful with chicken. But most of you guys already know that, but just for the ones that don't know it, then I'm telling you. Alright. Alright. So I'm going to move on. I'm going to be back. I'm going to come back when we turn the chicken again. Alright, so I'm back yet again. The grill open. I'm kind of watching it. Because the chicken breasts are so thick, I closed it. I left for 5 minutes. Okay, and now I'm back. So now you can see I'm turning and I'm getting some color on them. See? Check that out. I'm getting some color on them, so I want to make sure. Alright, and if you want to inject your chicken breast with something, if you have one of those injection needles, that's another way to get a lot of flavor into a piece of meat like this breast. Because these can be very bland and not tasty if you don't get that flavor in there. And so that turns a lot of people off from liking chicken breast or eating them. Alright, so that's from the chicken. That's my little cooking brush. That's not my cleaning brush. I have a separate cleaning brush. That's the one when I'm cooking. I kind of scrape the grill sometimes because I don't want those really dark, unsightly grill marks on my meat. Alright, so I'm going to let it. So you can see the grill. It's getting hotter because now you can see some smoke coming up by the meat. So that's how you know that the temperature is going up. So I had a pork loin right here. And I made something else with that, but I just put it on today because I had the grill going, so I just figured, hey, what the heck? Might as well put my pork loin on here. I ended up, actually, to be honest with you, I ended up making pulled pork with that. Yeah, I ended up making a couple pulled pork sandwiches. And then I sliced the rest of it up for a snack or just to make sandwiches with. Alright, some 5 to 7 minutes later, I'm coming back again. Because I told you, I want my chicken breast juicy. So as soon as they get done, I want to take them off. So now I see it's getting a little, some dark color on them. So now you can see I'm testing them with the tongs. So there's a way you can tell your chicken breast is getting done because you won't be able to push down on it. It won't be soft like a soft pillow. You know what I'm saying? It'll give you some pushback if you push your tongues or you push your finger down on it. It'll be kind of firm. So that's what I'm looking for. So I did end up moving the chicken breast off direct heat onto indirect heat, but I moved them onto indirect heat for a very short period of time. I just wanted to make sure they were done through and through. All right, here's a little bonus part with this pork loin. So I'm gonna move that breast over there, but watch this for a second. Watch the grill, the flame on it. All right, I'm moving that now. Look at that flame under that pork loin. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to brown the pork loin in the flame. Not hard to do. It's not hard to barbecue in a flame, but I had to teach myself how to do it without burning the food. And so a lot of times you got people come up and say, you got that fire burning like that? You need to put that fire out. Not knowing sometimes you can cook the best food in that flame. But you have to make sure you're watching it because that fire, it'll burn the heck out of your meat. Like for real, your meat will be way darker than you want it to be. Alright, so those chicken breasts are just about done. Now what I want to do is brown this pork loin. And then when I brown this pork loin, I'm going to take the chicken breasts off and I'm going to take them in the house. And we're going to assemble our sandwich. How about that? Alright, so just showing you a little bonus clip if you want to do this and you want to make pulled pork, you want to use a pork loin or boneless piece of pork or something like that. I'm just showing you really quickly how you can do this. And if you don't have time on the grill, once you do this and you brown it, you can put it off on indirect heat. But the other thing you can do is you can cover this with aluminum foil and put it on indirect heat, and what happens is that pork will cook the rest of the way in that aluminum foil on there. So you can put all of your flavorings or whatever you're going to put in it and then wrap it up, and then it's going to cook down very nicely. So, but you have to make sure it's on indirect heat though, because if it's on direct heat, then you run the risk of burning your meat before you get back to it, especially if you're like me and I'm moving from the grill to the kitchen, Alright. Alright, so I'm going to brown this and then meet me in the kitchen in about 2 minutes. We're going to assemble our sandwich right now. So once we're in the kitchen, we'll make our honey mustard. Equal parts honey and mustard. So easy, so easy. There's another mixture like this. You can put brown sugar, honey, and mustard in it. Still make a great honey mustard. But today I'm putting half and half honey and mustard, and that's gonna take our sandwich. It's gonna shoot it to the moon, baby. This is on another level. This put it over. Like it seems like it. It seems like a busy sandwich, and there's too much going on. But I promise you, make this. It's a party in your mouth. So all of us that had it in this house, we loved it. We loved it. It was different. The slaw was, and then with that chicken breast that was marinated in that lemon pepper seasoning, and then we had the honey mustard on the bread, and then we had the avocados to offset the heat from the jalapenos. So, oh my goodness, y'all have to make this sandwich. I'm telling you, it's worth it too. All right, so I got my griddle heating up on the stove because I'm gonna toast my buns over there a little bit. I don't want the salad, and you know what? I just don't want the bun to get soggy. So I want the bun to hold up and be firm. So because of that, I'll toast it a little bit. I thought about putting some margarine on it and toasting it, but then I thought, no, I think I'll just toast it, make sure it's brown, and we're good. Alright, so avocados. When choosing an avocado, I just learned this from the produce man in the store. But alright, you want to make sure you can squeeze it and make an indention. You can make an indention in it, then it's ripe. So, if you cannot squeeze it, then no, you don't buy it. Not unless you don't need it that same day. Well, that's cool. But I needed this today. Alright, So if you know how to deal with an avocado, fine, ignore this part. But hey, if you don't, then you're going to take your knife and you're going to evenly go all the way around. You're going to twist that top part off in order to get the pit out. You're going to stick your knife in it and twist. Bang. The pit is out. Very easy. Alright. I forgot my spoon. I'm so sorry. You know, I was thinking about the avocado, but not thinking about getting the avocado out of that outer shell. So in order to do that, you need a spoon. So a tablespoon will do it. Alright, check this out. I'm going to stick it right between that and that skin, and you're going to take it all the way around. Keep the spoon on the skin, and you're going to get it out perfectly. Look at that. Bang! It's out. So easy. So easy. Alright, so I'm just going to do these in slices, and if you're an avocado lover, then I'm going to tell you to make yourself some thicker slices. Alright, so I didn't do mine too thin, but I didn't do them extremely thick either. So, okay. So we're getting there. The slaw is ready. Avocado, honey mustard. The chicken is ready. So the only thing we have to do now is the bun. So, alright, I'm going to stir the slaw because it's been in there. Been in there a couple of hours at least. So I want to make sure these flavors married, but I'm going to stir it up just to make sure. You can smell it. It smells so good. Alright, smells delicious. So I just tasted it. Got a little kick to it. I guarantee you it has a little kick, but it's a nice little kick. It's not so hot it'll burn your palate. So that's not going to happen with this. But if you get a jalapeno and it's turning red, unless you really like heat, don't use it. I'm telling you, those are some of the hottest jalapenos. The end of it is turning red. No, no, no. I will never eat that again. Not for me anyway. It burnt the heck out of me. Even though I've eaten hotter peppers, habaneros, some other Scotch bonnets, I've eaten those. But honey, these jalapenos, oh no. That's right, I'm pimping with my bonnet on again. I'm pimping with a bonnet, baby. Alright, so you can see I got some margarine now, but as I told you, I didn't want the bun soggy, so I decided against it, like, no. So, yeah, see? So I went with a brioche bun this time. Not as buttery, but nevertheless. You can use a regular hamburger bun if you want to, though. That will work out just fine. Great. So now what I had to do here was I had to press it down a little bit on certain sides because I wanted to make sure that it toasted evenly. So that's why I'm pressing it and moving it. I would use a spatula right there, but this is my sandwich. So since it's my sandwich, I'm using my hands. So just in case somebody looks at that, I'm not touching somebody else's bread. That's mine. All right, let it toast up till you get it. Till you get it a little crispy. Alright, so that takes a few minutes. We'll come back when these buns are ready. Alright, got the bun on the plate. It's ready. I have brought the chicken over. And I did forget to tell you, when I took those chicken breasts off the grill, we did put aluminum foil on the top so that these would rest. So I let all meat rest. So I let that rest too. And trust me, these breasts were juicy. They were delicious. So make sure for at least 10 minutes you put some aluminum foil over it and allow it to rest. Alright, here we go. We're going to put that honey mustard on the top bun and the bottom bun too. But you know what? I slather a lot on here. You're going to put as much or as little as you like. So here you will eyeball it. So for me, you can see I put a lot because I just love it. I like honey mustard. But I put a lot, so. And I was right to put a lot. So I'm just telling you. I was right to do that. It actually worked with that slaw and that chicken. So put it on there thick. if you don't mind. All right, look at that. Yes. Look at that color from that grill. Yes, I put the whole breast on here. Now, if you want to slice yours up, do that. So, yeah, do that. Because for some people, especially like my daughter has braces. So there's some things, she just can't bite into like that. So if you like that, make sure that you slice your meat. You don't have to bite into a really thick piece like that. Because those slices work just as well. I made my daughter a sandwich with those slices that I had on the grill. Because those did marinate too. Alright, so we want to get our avocado right here on top of the chicken. So just layer it. And layer as much or as little as you like. I am so happy. This complemented this sandwich perfectly. So I am so happy. Because usually I'm not an avocado fan. But for some reason, on this sandwich, it was perfect. Alright, so here we are. We have a spicy jalapeno lime slaw. And when I tell you, that this sandwich is worth making, I mean it. I mean it from my heart. You got to get these ingredients and try it. You have to. This was one of the best chicken sandwiches I've had in a while. Alright, that's it. I'm going to put that top bun on and be right back. Alright, so I'm tasting it right here, but I'm telling you, this was so darn good. It really was. Alright, and here's another look at it close up. Y'all better go make this one. I'm telling you. Thanks for watching. See y'all next time. As always, I appreciate you. Hit that like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.